Let's creep down to our mat onto all fours to get started. Use the mirror to check our posture. And round up to our mid to upper back. We're gonna look down and our hands keeping our neck relaxed. We're gonna try to do on your inhale, breathe into that upper back, fill those lungs up, and keep it there. So on that exhale, still are gonna have all that open space in that back area. Your nose, out through your mouth, sending all that air to the back of your lungs. And for 5 more breaths, you have the option to stay down here on your knees or transition into a plank with that same thing going on, trying to expand into your upper back. For 5 deep breaths. You get to 5, you're going to walk yourself all the way back, feeling a nice stretch to the back side of your leg, rolling yourself all the way up, taking a nice big reach towards that ceiling. You're going to step back into reverse lunge, back into a reverse lunge on the other side, just some gentle movement in the legs, bringing your hip up and around. Bring your hip up and around. Oh, I know I'm throwing you off. I'm doing different exercises. And then rolling yourself back down, finding yourself in that plank. You can go to your knees if you want to. So same thing applied. Arching into that upper back, breathing into those upper back muscles for 5 breaths.
Quick breaths.
I do kind of slow breaths. And then walking yourself all the way back up, taking a big reach towards the ceiling, stepping back into the reverse lunge. Reverse lunge on the other side. Big hip circle. Big hip circle. Oh my goodness. Oh, rolling it down. Walking ourselves back out, choosing knees or toes, arch in the back. Breathing into those back muscles for 5 breaths. Want me to breathe faster? Yeah, would you? When I look in the mirror, I can breathe. My back expands. And I'm walking myself all the way back to a nice stretch to the back side of my legs. Bringing it up, reaching towards the ceiling. Stepping back, reverse lunge. Stepping back, reverse lunge on the other side. Big hip circle. Woo, very nice. Let's do another one. Walking ourselves out from your knees or from your toes. Breathing into that back bum space. Walking those hands back, forward, rolling it all the way up towards the ceiling. Oh, reverse lunge. Reverse lunge on the other side. Big hip circle. Woo, I almost tipped over. All right, one more. No, did I? Oopsies. I was a liar then. So from your feet or from your toes, 5 breaths. You gotta breathe slower. Really get into that back lung space. Walking it back towards your feet, rolling it up, reaching towards a nice big long full body stretch. Reverse lunge. And reverse lunge. Hold 5. Oh, big hip circle. Woo, work out the creaks and cracks that occur when you do that. You know, it happens. All right. Now we're gonna roll ourselves down, walk ourselves out, but find ourselves just in this quadruped position right here. So you don't have to stay there in plank. Then we're gonna alternate side to side, arm and leg extending, using the mirror to check our posture. Our spine is staying nice and neutral. We're trying really hard to not shift too far from side to side. So that's our core activating right there. It's holding us nice and stable. And we're gonna hang out here for a whole another minute because it's gonna be kind of a one and done scenario. So I'm not counting how many you're doing, but you'll have about 90 seconds total of this. You're partway through already. Look at that. We got 30 more seconds to go. As you extend that leg, you should feel a little squeeze in your glute, not in your lower back. If you're feeling it in your lower back, don't put that leg up so high. Want to feel it in the glute. Very nice. Go ahead, knees together or knees apart. Sitting back in the trial pose, pressing those palms down into that mat, doing a nice stretch into our upper back, our lats, in all the good places. Oh, very nice. Bringing it up to a seated position, just having a seat on our mat. I am gonna make sure that my band here is close by so that I can grab it. I'll roll myself all the way back. I'm gonna settle my rib cage down, slightly tuck the tailbone under so that my lower back is just gently pressing against the floor. My belly button kind of going in, not pressing, no pressure is pressing out, and then I'm just gonna start alternating from side to side, really feeling those deep core muscles activating as I pick up a foot off the ground. We're gonna do this for 1 minute. It's not about how fast you go or however many you get in. It's about just activating those deep core muscles, making sure that we have all the things kind of coordinating together. Continue to breathe. Don't forget to breathe. At any point you feel like you kind of come out of it, just reset Tuck that tailbone under, rib cage down. Feel a little deep abdominal muscle. If you were to put your fingers kind of right by your hip bones, you should be able to kind of feel like a light activation right there. Those deep core muscles. Kind of hard to feel, but they're there. I promise.
Can't find the hip bone.
Uh-oh. All right, we are going to grab our band very carefully, looping that band around the bottom of our feet with our feet as straight as we can get them. That is also part of the challenge. We're going to have a neutral spine right now, and we're going to start pulsing towards the outside. So really feeling those sides of the hips activate. Uh-oh. See, that's what you're not supposed to do. I was trying to give myself some more attention. So Carl has been grabbing a flat band, which is actually very, very smart for this activity. And then I just keep forgetting and I still grab this round band out of habit. But those bands will not bounce back at you as quickly. They still could, but.
Odd age. Odd age, just very little with this.
5 more seconds, right? And we will gently let that band go, but we will keep it near. Gently, keeping those legs up into the air. We're gonna go right into a Pilates 100. Where you pulse those hands down to the ground. We're not actually gonna probably do 100. We're just gonna do it for like a minute, but really try to get those shoulder blades up off the ground if you can. Managing that pressure in your core, that belly button should not be pressing out. Should be all kind of pulling in. Very nice. Bringing yourself back down to the ground. Give yourself a little full body stretch here for a second. We're gonna go back to that core activation, bringing our knees up. This time we're gonna drop them down towards the ground instead of pulling them up. Same rules apply though. Ribs are down, tailbone is slightly tucked under. Lower back is gently pressing against the mat. When you exhale, that's kind of the feeling that you're going for in that core. Keeping everything nice and stable. Right here, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab that band, carefully looping it around the bottom of the floor. When you're ready, we're gonna start pressing those feet towards the outside. Core is activated to help keeping you stable. Feeling the sides of those hips. We're getting there. We got about 30 more seconds right here. From here, we'll go into those 100s again, so that'll be our next exercise. Going to be switch. Got 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully setting down that mat. Setting down the mat. Setting down the band. Bringing those shoulder blades up off the ground as you pulse those hands down towards the ground. If you would like to add a little challenge this time through, you can alternate dropping a leg to the ground, dropping both legs to the ground, doing a little frog leg scenario. Whatever sounds good to you, whatever sounds fun. Or you can just keep your legs right here, or your challenge can be to try to get them as straight as you can get them. So many options to pick. As long as you stay under control. You've got 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh dear, I kind of cheated. My shoulder blades were not very far off the ground when I went and listened here. Give yourself a little body stretch here in between. And when you bring those feet back in, you are going to bring yourself into a bridge position. Kind of the same rules apply here. Those ribs down, tailbone tucked under, pressing through our foot as we drive the hip bones towards the ceiling. First round here, we're going to go for a minute. We're going up and down at your pace. Make sure you can feel all 3 points of contact with that foot. So you're feeling the heel, the outside, and then kind of that ball of the toe area. They're all kind of pressed into the ground. Trying to keep it even between both feet. If you feel like you kind of come out of that tuck, tuck at the bottom and then keep going. From our bridge, we're just going to go right into a single leg bridge for 30 seconds on each side. So trying to keep the pelvis nice and stable, not letting it tip or shift from side to side, pressing up through the bottom of our foot. And switching legs, pressing up on that other side. Take note, one might be stronger than the other. One might like to tip or shift. Try to kind of combat that using your core, using your muscles, even it out. Woo. All right, keep going. Both feet down, going right into a regular bridge. No rest for the weary. In 5 seconds, we're going to transition to both feet, but we're going to go up onto our toes. So let's go up onto those toes as we continue to bridge. A little different feeling right there. Woo! Keep going, keep going. We're gonna transition. Single leg, 30 seconds. On the toe? Nope, not on the toe. Nope, flat foot. Woo, that'd be really hard. I don't know if I got that in me today. Woo, feel the burn. My inside of my leg is like, ooh, okay, I'm having to activate. What's happening? All right, which leg? Oh, keep going, keep going. We're gonna do the last 30 seconds. Both feet flat on the ground. Last 30 seconds right here. I am actually looking at my watch, I promise. It really is 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently putting one foot over the opposite knee. Oh, giving yourself a little stretch. You can reach into the back side of your leg or all the way to the shin, wherever your flexibility is going to let you go today. Being very gentle with it. Kind of bringing that mobility in there. And we're going to switch spots. And being gentle. Oh, very nice. We are going to transition. We are going to bring ourselves to standing, however you want to get there. I'm going to bring my lightweight, and I'm just going to grab one heavier weight. I'm going to bring it close by. See how face this way it is. I see myself. Might step into it. There. All right. Holding that weight is going to be same leg. So if this leg steps back, go forward into a deadlift, okay? And then that leg goes all the way back, and you go into a reverse lunge with a press, okay? So it's a deadlift, the leg is slightly back, and then it's a full reverse lunge and a press. There we go. Number 3 already. It's kind of slow. Doesn't have to be fast. Number 4. Little bit of balance. Number 7. Here's how we We're gonna go to 10, in case you're wondering. And last one. 10. Taking that weight, switch your hand, bring that other foot slightly back to start. Little baby deadlift. And then a full reverse lunge to the press overhead. That was 1. Oops, that was when I went to the floor, hoping you were looking at me that time. It's number 9. It's number 10. Woo! Arms, legs, core, glutes. I don't know, all the things. All right, grab your lighter set of weights. I just have, I have 3s today. 3s, 2s, 5s if you're feeling ambitious. Feel like you have an idea of what's coming next, so you're like, maybe not us. You know. All right. We're stepping out wide into a sumo. This will be optional because this is just a little add-on here. Squat it down. Stay there. Don't go anywhere. Now bring those arms up and pretend that you're tipping that weight over into the glass. Just stay there. Just keep pouring into that glass with those little tiny weights. Oh, those stinking little tiny weights get so heavy. How does that happen? Nope, your glass isn't full yet. Not even close. Nope, not full. Keep challenging yourself. You might start sinking, like going up. I know I do. But have to go, ooh, good, take it back down. Standing is also, if you just want to stay up a little bit higher, that's totally fine. You pick your challenge or your amount of challenge that you would like. Keeping those arms going, it's up and forward, up and forward. I didn't break in between, I just kept right on going. It does hurt me too, in case you're wondering. But I don't want to limp out in front of you. So, you know, that's my motivation. Core is engaged. I'm still sitting low. Shoulder pointed out. Feeling the inner thighs, feeling the glutes. Trying to stay upright, not leaning forward or leaning backwards. Weights are going to stay in front of us and it's going to open and open. Woo! I'm losing them. I'm losing them.
Shoulders are up at my ears all of a sudden.
Yes, that happens very quickly. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give those arms a little rest. Come out of it for a second. Okay. Feet together, close. Sitting back like you're gonna sit in a chair. Okay. Arms come up in front of you and you're pressed to the ceiling. You can also stand up to do this. This will still get your arms if you're standing up. Your arms won't miss out. The legs is just a bonus. Just like it.
I got one. It's a good one. Do a flamingo. Well, one knee down and do it. It's pain.
I feel pain after the fact. It's usually while I'm doing it with people, I don't feel it. And then afterwards, I'm like, ooh, what did I do? And done. Go ahead. Set down those weights. Give yourself a little loving stretch. alternating side to side as feels good to you, spending a little bit more time in a direction that feels good to you. Oh, giving your arms a little swing. Oh, I like what Joanne's doing. She's going up and around, little windmill action. Oh, that's the windmill. Butterfly sitting on the ground. Or at least that's what I say butterfly.
It's dangerous.
Oh,
It's the backstroke.
backstroke, yeah.
There.
Going wide, letting ourselves.
Butterfly is like this.
Okay.
And your face.
I can't do that one at the pool. I tried. I look like a flopping, dying fish. Not pretty. Going from side to side, but you can get your inner thigh a little bit, shifting. Walking ourselves over, get that other side. Walking yourself into plank. Oh, I'm getting into your space here, Lisa. Bringing one knee forward into pigeon if it's comfortable for your feet. Otherwise, you can like lay on your back and also pull that knee up towards you. Okay. Sorry, scoot back. Oh, and I like curved forward. Again, so from your feet all the way down to your elbows, flat out on the floor, wherever your flexibility lets go today. You should be shaking. You should be relaxed into this stretch. Oh, breathing into it, just enjoying it. Oh. If I didn't wear a dress today, I could do this at my desk. Oh, I know. I have shorts, but you know, people don't mind to look at them. Carefully bringing yourself up, going into plank just for a second so that you can switch sides again from your hands, from your elbows, flat out on the ground. Take note, maybe this side lets you go further, maybe this side doesn't let you go as far, maybe so it needs a little extra attention later on. And maybe as you breathe, it'll let you kind of sink into it a little further. Sometimes just that relaxing breath will just kind of open up the space there and let us get a little extra stretch. And as usual, please feel free to continue to stretch and strengthen and or go use cardio equipment, or it's really nice outside, so go for a walk outside. It's 2 miles around the building. Whatever sounds good for you, but we have used up our half an hour time.
What's 5 minutes?
Plus 5 minutes, because, you know, I got a little carried away and that never happens.
Never.